Just to make sure we're on the right page, House Bill 6 as introduced remains the same. And we have House Committee Sub 1 adopted before us, and the changes with the sub from the originally filed bill are as follows. We reduced vacancy credits that were applied to all agencies and exempted critical need classifications in corrections, state police, Veterans Affairs, and other agencies as applicable. Corrected an issue in the printout where debt service was included, but there may have been projects that were not listed. That's been corrected. Funded the HVAC system replacement at the Ratcliffe Veterans Center. Clarified technical language issues at the request of various agencies and the executive branch. Increased NGE authority in military affairs and corrections. Added language requested by the administration providing NGE authority to the appropriations not otherwise classified budget unit, ANOC. Removed language pertaining to fees that appeared in the originally filed bill. That was separated and will be properly referenced as a revenue matter. Updated the SEEK appropriation unit with new data provided by the Department of Education. Increased K-12 transportation funding in the second year to 100% from what had been proposed at 90%. Clarified the reimbursement language for school resource officer reimbursement program for local districts. Provided general fund for 45 new positions in unemployment insurance budget unit to fully implement House Bill 4 from 2022 and is modified in 2023. Provided general fund to replace lost federal funds to support the 8 area health education centers, AHECs. Included language to allocate the Kentucky Access Fund properly to Medicaid benefits. Provide additional funds to complete construction of state police posts in Richmond and Harlan. Added NG authority up to $5 million in the current year and $10 million in the next 2 years for corrections. Included $10 million in general fund for the Kentucky Healthcare Workforce Investment Fund established by the 2023 session of the General Assembly by virtue of House Bill 200 filed by the gentleman from Jefferson 48. Corrected the retirement subsidy issue for the regional universities. Included $1.5 million maintenance pool for the horse park. Clarified executive order reporting language in Part 3. Made some technical corrections pertaining to Little Sandy Correctional Complex, medical cost in corrections, and a language change on substance for Public Advocacy Department regarding the alternative sentencing. Those are the changes from the originally filed bill, House Bill 6. And just to give a quick overview, Mr. Speaker, approximately, if you look at the House Bill 6 Executive Branch Transportation Capital, and we look at legislative and judicial, you'll look at about general fund appropriations or expenditures in 25 of $14.3 billion plus. For those same categories in 26, you'd be looking at about $15.6 billion. And roughly, if you look at all funding sources in the executive branch budget that we have in House Bill 6, we're well over $60 billion from all fund sources in each of the fiscal years. You'll note there's a fairly large jump in expenditures between 25 and 26. FY25, FY26, 3 of which I'll just note. There is first a Medicaid benefits increase of about $544 million. Second, teachers' retirement system increased actuarial contributions and other in the normal course of what we've been establishing since 17 of $190 million. In K-12 education, an increase of about $141 million between the 2 years. You add those together, and on those 3 items alone, it'll total up to about $875 million of the $1.2 billion increase, or approximately, between those 2 years.